sometimes she wants to do things in the evenings, and I'm like, man, I gotta go do this. I gotta go do work on myself, and then, which one do I choose actually?
Well, what do you do when you have time scheduled for yourself? What do you do?
I'm probably not laying down good boundaries, and I'm more or less choosing to watch the TV show with her and then going and do my thing and sacrificing on sleep.
Mm. Yeah. So what's holding you back maybe from having boundary around that?
The boundary which way? The boundary to say, hey, I got a bedtime and I got this stuff I need to do, so I probably shouldn't watch TV with you.
Yeah, but you
Probably.
wouldn't say it like that. You'd say, I actually have plans. I actually have plans. Let's do it Thursday at this time.
It's got to be some sort of like, you know, insecurity that opportunity in the future is going to even show up or not, and I feel like I need to take every opportunity or advantage of every opportunity put in front of me, and maybe I need to lose that mindset.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to tell you one way or the other, but if you have plans and then you just bend them for whenever she wants to hang out, right? And it's just hanging out, which is cool, but if you bend them for whatever she wants and you're going against your own values, let's say, of getting enough sleep, and like, well, okay, she's pushing you to bend your own values. And what do we know about that? If a woman can push us to bend our own values, how does that work in masculine feminine dynamics, right? So the pain, I mean, our theme of this week is pain and resentment. So the pain around, I may never have an opportunity like that again. The pain of, well, okay, if I stand up for myself, will she be mad? Am I going to be a bad person if I do that? Does that mean that I don't care about the relationship? That's a pain.
It's the anxiety that if I say no, then maybe she won't think I care about the relationship.
And I want to ask Jason Bradbury about this here in a second, but I believe you're not inviting her to do relationship things, or you're not inviting her to do things together right now. Is that correct?
No, not necessarily explicitly. I mean, I could take her out to go, I could ask her if she wants to go eat lunch, and that's all right. But like, intimacy, definitely, that's fully off the table.
Okay, so I have a real question for you. Why are you fucking watching TV with her if you're, changing your own plans to just go hang out and watch TV like friends?
Good question.
So Bradbury coming in. I mean, it's something to think about. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying if there's no intimacy happening and if you're trying to give space, right? So Bradbury, come on in. Let me ask you a couple of questions about this, right?
Real quick, it's okay to just say the words "fuck you, Jeff." We've all said
it. Yeah, you can. Many people do. Don't worry. Yeah.
Go ahead,
yeah, Jeff. No, I mean, so let's talk about the spot, Jason. Right, the fear that Jason and I have been in this spot. Every man's been in this spot of, okay, if I don't take crumbs from the table, if I don't take the scraps that she's throwing, that's going to mean somehow I'm bad, or she's going to shame me, or somehow I'm not pulling my weight, or this is the only chance I have to connect with her. What are your thoughts about that, Jason, when we talk with guys?
I mean, the whole idea is really that you have set out your life the way you want to live it. And you've thought about this. You said, okay, I need to have a certain amount of time to allot to partnership and to relationship. When I coach guys, as long as they have that, they're not working on themselves 24/7. In other words, they have time available for her, that when she feels you falter, you just got into friend zone. You just got into, this is comfortable. This is a lot of polarity is really kind of uncomfortable. And you might go, well, you don't care about the relationship. No, there is nothing I want to do more than be sitting next to you and holding your hand and maybe kiss you on the neck or something. And what I've set out myself to do and who the man that I want to be is unnegotiable. I want to be with you, and I have to be the kind of man that I want to be here, at the same time. Like I said, if your day-to-day routine is so much where you have zero time for connection, then you have zero time for connection. However, that's not the kind of life you want to lead. So, just make sure to stick with it, because she's gonna feel that solidness in you. She may not like it, but it's also gonna turn her on.
It's gonna turn her on when you're not afraid to upset her. Like when you know who you are. Not that you're trying to upset her, but that you're not afraid because this is the man that you are. I'm not here to shame you for what you're doing. I'm here, Jason and I are here to give you perspective. So if she doesn't want intimacy, do you want to be buddy TV friends? Probably not. So maybe we shouldn't do that action, especially fucking not to change your plans to go do that. Like if you've got plans, don't change them to go watch Sex in the City or whatever it is you're doing. I don't know. But and you know, she is going to give you a hard time about it. And here's the cool thing. Whenever that happens, like, oh, well, you don't want to hang out, or, you know, that fear will come, it will present itself. And what she's doing is she's saying, I want connection with you. If she didn't give a fuck, then she just would never say anything. But if she says, well, you know, you don't hang out with me, or like, well, why don't you want to watch TV with me anymore? What she's saying is she wants connection. And so then you steer back toward the type of connection that you want in a calibrated way. Hey, I'd love to talk about a more intimate topic with you than watch TV. I'd love to have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or some tea outside on the deck and look at the stars together. I'd love to do that. Let's do that on Friday. Something easy. It doesn't have to be a date, but let's go watch the stars for 20 minutes. If she says no, okay, that's fine. But no, you're not going to go watch Grey's Anatomy and just hang out on the couch like your friends.
Yeah, I mean, the really what Jeff said there is really important, I think, because it's not that you're trying to piss her off. However, when my game, or I guess we won't call it a game, but when my relationship with women really turned around was when I was willing to say they were full of shit, or if I was willing to say, no, I have other plans. I'd love to be with you, but I have other plans. And you take them off a pedestal, you still let them know that they're really important and you want to spend time with them. Yeah, like Jeff says, yeah, I really, really would love to spend time with you. You know, let's catch a movie on Friday or something, whatever the plan is, or the like I said, the lower level ones. But things turned around for me immediately when I was the center of the universe, not her. That's not an egoic, narcissistic thing. That's the reality that you are the only one that could really take care of you. And if you're not taking care of you, you don't give anybody else the space to take care of themselves in your presence either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. And what are your thoughts there?
I don't really enjoy watching. I mean, I'm watching It's Wheel of Time. So let's be serious. It's an awesome show. but I don't, I definitely prefer watching that on the same piece of furniture than on separate, you know, pieces of furniture just hanging out. I agree. So
yeah, and the tough thing there, so I just want to add on to that. So not to say anything different, but to add on. When we're in a sexual, connected, intimate relationship and we have all the pieces of the staircase, emotional connection, physical connection, and spiritual, like vision and adventure type of connection, then you're going to have times of comfort. You're going to have times of hanging out. You're going to have times that don't have to be as considered, because you're in the great relationship, and those things, you know, there's a lot of attraction happening and there's excitement and adventure and vision in the future. So you can just hang out on the couch. That's cool. But when there's no intimacy happening, no relationship happening, no sexuality happening, just hanging out, friend zones yourself. It's just exactly what Jason was saying. And that can feel painful. It can feel hard or difficult to change your way of being